What is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode 63 of my Out of the Park Baseball 17 franchise here with the Kansas City Royals. And do yourself a quick favor and just close your eyes. Anyone watching this, just close your eyes. There are a couple of things on the screen I really don't want you to see right now. But anyway, here is the big reveal. The Kansas City Royals are currently 38-12. You heard me right. We have a 760 winning percentage here at the first year player draft. And it is due to one man in particular. And I think you can open your eyes now. I think you could probably guess who it is. Jonathan fucking Ramirez. Oh my god. So through 50 games, he's played 49 of them. He is hitting .414, which is the same batting average as his league high on-base percentage was last year with a .414. His OPS is 1.245. He led the league with a .941. That is 0.3 points higher. That is ridiculous. He has 17 home runs so far, on pace for 55. He is on pace for 11 wins above replacement. That is ridiculous. And we need to get this man extended for a very long time. His ratings are unbelievable. And it's been amazing. We've had one decently major injury. It was not for very long, but Denny Velasquez did get hurt, and he has been on fire. Hitting .315, 400 on base, 8 home runs, projected for 8.3 wins above replacement. Other notables: Lopez, 283, 10 home runs, projected for 6 wins above replacement. Brian Swarm, he is hitting .321. His on-base is not very good. He is not giving us much power, or it seems like defensive, so he might be potentially on the move. Castaneda, not doing great, hitting .221, 288 on base. Canterbury's doing well, .301, 333. Okazaki, 282. Acosta's hit really bad, so we called up Raul Jimenez, and he's done decent. And I think we're going to DFA Acosta when Velasquez comes back in just a couple days. Mills has done decently well, 276, 6 home runs. Nichols, 297. So definitely middle or left side of the infield is where we're going to look to upgrade, potentially at the trade deadline. But as of now, we have no need to do that. And as good as our offense has been, our pitching staff has been pretty damn good too. And it's not from those you'd expect. The bullpen, for starters, the bullpen's been phenomenal. Worst ERA is Brett Henry at a 3.86. He's no longer going to be the setup man. I want Wayne Green to move there. I want you to move to middle relief. Jensen, 0.75. Cordova, 110. Askencia, 169. Green, 270. Jay, 306. Severson, 367. And Henry, 386. The rotation has not the best ERA is actually Kyle Bateman with 2.69 ERA. Jordan Schweitzer leads the team in innings pitched, and he is second in ERA, 3.14. Takeda has done decently well, 3.73. And then Hoagland has struggled, but not even the worst. Alex Castro has been the worst. And after the draft, Alex Castro will no longer. Actually, we're gonna give Alex Castro one more start and see how that goes. Win-loss from our pitchers has not been like Castro's 3-4, Hoagland's 3-3, but you can see the better pitchers definitely having more wins this season, which is nice. Minor leagues, again, we've got a lot of pitchers on the cusp of the majors, like Tony Guzman, Adam Jackson, Armando Santiago, a couple more. We definitely need position players. Micah Stevens is doing well in AAA. He might get a call-up if we do something with Brian Swarm. But anyway, first-year player draft. We do not have a pick till the second round. Most of the time, I generally go through this, look at the draft, do like a simulation once. I decided that was a bit gamey because I could see like if someone goes in an earlier round, then maybe I draft them sooner when I do it again. So I've decided to stop doing that. I've looked through the prospects, but I don't know how this is going to play out. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll simulate the top 10, look through them. First overall pick is a catcher. That would definitely concern me. St. Louis takes a third baseman who looks to be really good. Good power, good eye. Cleveland takes first baseman Andy Romero. Again, not good eye, not good avoid strikeouts, but really good power. Tommy Bortnam goes to Philadelphia. I really liked him. All-around good offensive shortstop. Minnesota takes Aaron Schaefer. One of the top pitchers. He is the top starting pitcher. This is not a very strong starting pitching class. Here's another guy like Devin McHorney. Unfortunate last name. Ben Wise, a pitcher, goes to, what was that, Boston? Yep. Toronto takes Ben Crisp, who was actually my favorite pitching prospect. Pretty obvious why. Pittsburgh goes with a right fielder. A lot of bad discipline. And McHorney goes to Tampa Bay. Oh, that's a fun last name. I bet he got teased as a kid. All right, let's go to our next pick and see what we've got. We've got a few. I saw him in the first round, Tommy Dixon. He did fall quite a way. I do like his offensive numbers quite a bit. We've also got, that was a move too. All right. We've also got Jared DeFore, who I've got less confidence in. Chris Bishop. This will take longer, so if you guys prefer the shorter episodes, then tell me, and I'll just go back to what I did. I would like a shortstop, but he doesn't look great. What about outfielder? Ooh, this guy. Francisco Osuna. I'm worried he's going to turn out with not good eye and discipline. And home run power. That was Osuna. Jay Phillips. That contact is worrying. Adam Woodham. I think I could get him in a later round. So I'm going to go with the top second baseman, Tommy Dixon, for my first round pick. DeFore, DeFore is older, a bit more proven. He does already have 1 star, which is kind of... I'm not worried about his eye. I'm worried about his strikeouts with Dixon. I'm going to take DeFore. No, I'm gonna take Tommy Dixon. We'll see if DeFore is still there. Third round, as that was the second round. He is. So we'll take him. 2 second basemen. Hopefully one of them pans out. I don't have a great track record with that. All right, now here. I forgot about that first baseman I liked. Crap. Luis Portillo would not be a bad pick. I'm not really seeing anyone else I'm too terribly thrilled about. Maybe that catcher. Yeah. I'll come back for Adam Trimble. He is impossible, never mind. I will take Luis Portillo in the fourth round. That was the 4th round. 5th round. What is my scouting director? I kind of like clicking and then just seeing where it takes me. Shortstop, James Ramos. As you can tell, I'm not... Ooh, I do like him. Cody Briggs, yeah, we're going to take him. Really nice hitting ratings. Really like that. All right, next round. Let's look through some of these 2 stars. Anyone intriguing? There's an intriguing center fielder, an intriguing catcher. I like the center fielder right now. Ooh, a pitcher. We could get a pitcher. I'm thinking Jorge Rodella. Nick Cipher, a catcher. Justin Turner, a catcher. I like Bobby Bender, too. Or how far down was he on that? Pretty decently far. So who was the pitcher I liked? It was Rodella. I'll take Jorge Rodella in the 6th round, round 7. That center fielder, Bobby Bender. Round 8, keep on keeping on. I'll take Ramos. Our head scout liked him, so I'll trust him with that. Who's he like now? Joe Nicholson, pretty good catcher. I doubt that home run powers could pan out. He is impossible. Joe Nicholson. I say Justin. I may have said Justin. I'll take Joe Phillips instead. Pretty similar player, but he's not impossible. Justin LaRock, a pitcher with not great makeup. Maybe head scout sees something in him. Why not? It's always nice to build pitching depth in your farm system. First baseman here, I'm taking a look at. I'm going to take Kevin Moan first. I liked him when I first saw him. Now, next round, we'll look at Juan Tejada if he's still there. He is. What about these other two? Alice Gick. I like Juan Tejada the most, because he has the best chance of having... his avoid strikeouts might be rather low, but the rest of his ratings are probably going to be pretty good. Got a Zach Stonehawker, and I would agree that he is a good draft pick. We will take him. Now looking through some of these shortstops. Ouch. Interesting. A utility shortstop. I'm going to take Travis Abrams. And then there was another one of the guys I wanted to look. Another one of the shortstops I wanted to take a look at. As round 15. This is round 15. Who was it? It's Francisco Marin. I really like the eye from him. So I'll take Marin. Next round. Any of these guys with... I'll take Corey Gray, other first baseman. Get back to the draft. 17. Anyone you like here? Adler, yeah. Ooh, I'll take Nick Cipher if he's not impossible, which he might be. I can't quite remember at this point. And then Howard Waugh, and that'll be it for me. And then I'll let my head scout do the rest. Cipher. Next pick. Waugh. Alright. Let's just see, is he going to give... Why not? I'll just go through the 20th. I kind of like seeing who he thinks we should take. And a pitcher. Brad Henfling. I liked him decent enough. Alright, that'll be it for us. We will let the head scout finish the second half of that draft. We went exactly halfway, which is nice. Anyone we have to deal with? Rich Rachel's. Pretty good. Let's see how much he wants, though. Not doing 3.2. I would do something reasonable to get Dave Vasquez. So like 750K. I think that's pretty reasonable. Nope, never mind. What about 500? There we go. I think he's less likely to take that. Danny Tapia, he wants 1.9. That's a bit much. Maeda wants over 2. If there's anyone I would give it, it'd be Maeda. I think I'm going to pass on him. So I will see you guys back at the International Amateur signing. We'll see if we are still this good or if we regress. Oh, right. I actually did promise you guys a bit of simulation because we're going to see how Alex Castro does. We've won every game in June so far. Nope, it seems like every time I start recording that we start losing. We get Portillo. Yep. Who's the one? We're not sure about David Vasquez. I'll keep my eye on him while I am simulating after I cut out here. We do get Vasquez. All right, cool. So Castro is going to Morrow. That was just Schweitzer. Not have a great game, but we got the win, and that's what really matters. Bateman struggles. All right, Castro, will this be your last start? He did do decently. All right. Well, there's our third round pick, Jared LaFleur. All right, how did he do? 7 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. Don't see how many walks. He's giving up way too many home runs, which is the problem right there. He has options, so we are going to nice final start, but he's going down to AAA, and we are calling up. Place your bets, everyone. Who do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be Tony Guzman? Adam Jackson, who's been a top prospect with us for a while and probably deserves the promotion, or Armando Santiago? My answer, everybody, is in fact Armando Santiago. He is a control first pitcher, just like Castro was, and I like having at least one of those in the rotation. Or not at least, usually just one. He's really low home runs, really low walks. I really like that. Not great strikeouts, but that is absolutely fine. He is having the best season of everyone. Or maybe Guzman. How's Guzman doing? No, he's having the best season of these 3 in AAA. He will be the new number 5 in Kansas City. He is the youngest of them. If there's anyone I'm going to trade, it's probably be Jackson just because he's so old. Maybe Guzman because, or just depending on whose ratings I like more, because his low movement and control does worry me, although he could be a phenomenal reliever. Leave him as starter for now. We will see later in the episode when we get to the trade deadline, but for now, I'm going to cut out and head back to you guys when it is time for International Amateurs. See you then. All right, we are back at International Amateur signings. We are still doing really well, 53-21. We are obviously still in first place. We are 12 games up on Minnesota. Velasquez has come back. Swarm has started to struggle some more. Ramirez has still been a stud. His potential WAR has gone down a bit. But, man, this team is hitting really, really well. Really, Castaneda is the weakest link, and I don't even think that's that weak of a link. How is Jason Fox hitting? He's hitting really well. In 181 at-bats. He has had more at-bats than Swarm. I think it might soon be time to say goodbye to Brian Swarm and hello to what's-his-face? Jason Fox. We did have one pretty, not major, but sizable injury. That was Raul Jimenez, our backup outfielder. Has gone down for, it was a month at the time with a sprained ankle. We called backup Guadalupe Acosta. But yeah. Ooh. International Amateurs, and I see a guy I really, really want to go after hard. Here's a backup plan. It's another good pitcher. Alright, I really like should I go over this year? Let's see how good Carlos Gomez is. Is this the year we spend a shit ton of money? I say no, because it should have been earlier, to be honest. But like when we were rebuilding, that would have been the right time. So I'm gonna offer you I'm willing to go over. I'm going to offer you 3.1. And then I'm going to offer you 2.8. Or no, I'm just going to offer you 3.0. And see how both you respond to that. And then we'll go from there. With that win, I believe we just swept Boston. We did. 3-game sweep. Now we've got Cleveland. In Cleveland, where we always do seem to struggle. We get Barrantios. We do not get Alberto, which is reasonable. How much more did he get offered? 3.5. Wow. I really like Miguel Alberto. But we do have, surprisingly, didn't really think this was going to happen, but some of our shortstop prospects are actually kind of working out, which has me really excited. Marty Curley's a 4-star potential. And I really like the way those ratings look. Not so much the OSA, but if that comes out, I'll be very happy. He's currently in Single A. And then Joseph Connors is having himself a nice season. He is up to 3.5 stars in Double A, on pace for 5.3 wins above replacement. So I think that's all I'm going to do. Ooh. That is a big hit. He will be back for the playoffs. I don't think we're worried about qualifying for the playoffs, but we just lost. He's might not win MVP because of that, and that's obviously not the most important thing. Call up Escobar? Yeah, sure, I'll call up young Danny Escobar. Not doing great in AAA, but he's really all we've got right now. All right. I think, obviously, one place we'd like to upgrade. Maybe just backup infielder. We signed everyone. That's not a problem. All right. So what position? I think backup infield, or maybe just like a proven. Well, Fox is. So Okazaki's get more playing time. We need to offer some extensions. And Nigel Wilson says he has no interest in remaining as our scouting director. He's done a phenomenal job so far. What if I offered him 1.5? He has still no interest. So looks like we are going to turn the reins over to our new assistant GM. Pitching coach, absolutely you're coming back. He has been phenomenal in the 2 years we've had him. Matt Blank, absolutely. And hitting coach, oh my God, how could you not? This hitting coach has been with Kansas City since 2030. He is a hitting coach for one of the best offenses in baseball. He only wants a 2-year deal, which is fine with me. I always like giving short-term deals to people just in general. This is unbelievable. We are having a phenomenal season. We just sweep Seattle. Hoagland's out for a week. That's not a big deal. If Hoagland gets injured for longer, then we'll call up either Jackson or Guzman. Jimenez is eligible to come back. Escobar has done decent. Honestly, Acosta cleared waivers. I'd rather keep Jimenez and Escobar on the Major League roster. You know what? I think we're just going to roll with this team into the playoffs. I think we're going to ride the hot hands. I don't think we need to upgrade. See, even when we only score one run, we still win because Jordan Schweitzer had a nice game and Bateman didn't do great. Armando Santiago, how about him? He loses 2-1. That's a tough loss for him. But he has been excellent since coming up to join the big league club. We could lose 5 games in a row and still be at 6 667 technically winning percentage. And I think this Mariners hate playing us. Brett Henry makes a spot start for the injured Dusty Hoagland. All-Stars. This is going to be fun because we've had some years thanks to, they beat us. Thanks to game mechanics not guaranteeing an all-star from each team. When we were really bad, we did not have an all-star. How many do you think we have? Let's read them off. Ascencio, Jensen, Lopez, Velasquez, and Ramirez. So 5 all-stars. Not really as many as you'd expect from a 62-win team at the all-star break, but that is partially because we don't have any starting pitchers. But I am definitely satisfied with our representation. 5 men is obviously very good. Lopez isn't even the best catcher. Thomas Laris is. He's been very nice for Texas. But yeah. What do we say about some extensions? Ramirez is injured. I don't know if you can offer an extension to an injured player. I had an idea for an extension with him. Can you do that? I'm wondering. He is interested in a long-term deal, which is good news. So it is structured like this. No opt-out. Okay, year 1 is $12 million. Year 2, 18.5, and then year 3, and that, all right, then 26 for 8 years. That gives us at least through his age 32 season, and then we have, actually, no, we do want to put buyouts on these. And then we have options for his year 33 and 34 seasons. Yep. All right. Not quite for him. So let's try it again. I'll give him more. I'll kind of front load it a little bit. 14 million. Then about 19 and 27. Do that for 8 years. Option. Make that 4 million. All right, let's see what he says to this. This offer suits his needs. So, folks, we are going to have Jonathan Ramirez in Kansas City for a long time. 8 years, $195 million extension for easily our best player. Well, he's injured too. Velasquez has not shown the same interest yet. Let's see about negotiating with him. Acosta clears waivers, so he goes to AAA. We just keep winning, man. There we go, we lose. Nick Jensen would also like an extension, and I would like to extend Nick Jensen. He does want a decent chunk of change, not as much for how good of a reliever he's been. Ascencio is also a free agent, and he's going to want, both of them want big money. But they have been so vital to our success. Wayne Green's probably going to want a decent chunk of change also. That's not bad at all for him. Okay, Jensen and Ascencio are both 32. See about them at the end of the Minnesota series. So we lose 2 out of 3 to Chicago. We still have not lost 30 games yet. There's 29. We lost 9-8. Trade proposal from Oakland for Wayne Green. Okay, I did not see Denny Velasquez in there at first. That is a terrible deal. If it includes Velasquez. So yeah, we have 29 wins. There's actually, wow, the AL is very competitive this year. Even with a 629 winning percentage, we only have a 4-game lead on Texas for the 2 seed for the 1 seed right now. That is actually kind of crazy. Think about how good the American League has been this year. Kansas City, Texas, and Baltimore were the AL champions, or the AL division winners last year. So maybe we're about to see a repeat. There's lost 30. There's 31. All right. Oh, I simulated a bit too far. All right. I'm going to cut out, look at some extensions, look at some. There we go. Jonathan Ramirez has signed a massive extension. Talking about other clubs. Boy, you ain't going to no other clubs. He is unbelievable. Anyway, I'll cut out real quick, look around at some deals, and maybe come back with something. Maybe not. Not really too concerned at this point, but any sort of minor addition would be nice. Be right back. All right, so I found one deal that will, I think, make us better right now. Is that Evan Banks on the waiver wire? Was he still a starter? Or that was trade block? Haha. Evan Banks. How much would it cost to trade for him? Not very much, apparently. Bob Morales. Decent potential. But no, that is not what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Toronto Blue Jays. We're going to get Juan Zarate, a power-hitting infielder who can play a bunch of different positions. He will be our utility infielder. For Kenny McDonald, who does have value in teams' eyes. He is a arbitration-eligible, decent 2 years of control, not young but not old, starting pitcher who can definitely be serviceable. And so I feel like this is a fair trade, and so we are going to trade for Zarate. Unfortunately, I could not unload Brian Swarm. So does he have options left? He does, so we're just going to send him to AAA and probably non-tender him after the season. He did not have bad stats by any means. I'm just feel like moving on from him. So they're actually starting Zarate over Jabari Mills in right field while Ramirez is out. I can get down with this, and then when Ramirez comes back, not Ramirez. Yes, Ramirez. I don't know. I thought I meant Velasquez. Anyway, speaking of Velasquez, I actually haven't looked into an extension with him, but I would obviously like to get one rolling. So I like the same structure. 7, we'll go 7, 12, then 20 for 8 years with 2 team options, including a $3 million buyout both years. What does he say? He does not want that. All right. We'll move on from him. Check back on them in the offseason. Other than that, starting pitching has been really good. Hoagland's still struggling. I think I'm out of. Nope, I have one more shop play around. I had to simulate a day to get some shops back. Hoagland doesn't have a lot of value. That's kind of not surprising. We still have one more year on him. And then we have a team option, which we will likely be buying out. But he is not costing us too much, $13 million. And I think he has a decent chance of a rebound next year. So we're going to stick with him for now. Other than that, we've got a lot of pitchers in the minor leagues. Could not really find a deal that I really liked. I'd like to keep on these guys. I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to prospects. Probably noticed that by now. If you haven't, what are you doing? I'm kidding. But, yeah, I tend to hoard prospects. A tad. DeFore is hitting 120. Dixon's hitting 124. DeFore is hitting 315. So kind of polar opposite ends from our draft picks. Juan and Kano, good fielding. Marty Curley's hitting 256. Connors is hitting 256 as well. He went down quite fast. So yeah, that is it for this episode. This is the year. This is the year we are going to be pushed. Wow, that's a fast. His stuff went way down. That's honestly not really surprising to me. Castaneda going down 2, bit concerning. Manny Soto going up. Luke Baker going up. He is a decent prospect. Matt Wagner going down. He kind of came out of nowhere. It's kind of the notable ones. Jorge Rodella, who he just drafted to be a starter. I don't know. Anyway, he is struggling in the Arizona Fall League. Is that Arizona Fall League or is that just Arizona? I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll be seeing you back next time. Hopefully at the playoffs. If we miss the playoffs this year, I think that's not going to bode very well for me. I'm thinking about one transaction to make before we end this episode, and I do think we should bring back Danny Cabello at the cost of Brett Henry. No, I'm going to leave it like this for now. I'll call up Cabello during September call-ups or someone gets injured. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.